Hello there, my wonderful friends. How the devil are we? I hope this video finds you well. We're back again with another episode of Life with Fred. This is just a little catch up on the week. Life with Fred, back again. Check it to record, let's begin. Yeah, woo, there it is. So today I just wanted to have a little catch up and say hello to all my new subscribers. I've got like 50 new subscribers. Well excited, mate. So yeah, thanks to everyone who's new to the channel and ting. Welcome. This is what you will expect from me. Just, me being a jolly old chap in front of the old camera. So I also wanted to say I got a big response from my last video, which I was really happy with because obviously it was about ejaculation and stuff, like quite personal stuff. And I remember like at the end of that video saying quite openly that I was really apprehensive about sharing that sort of stuff. But I actually got such a huge response, especially from the spinal cord injury community, which is kind of where it was aimed at. So I was really happy with that. I'm pretty stoked. And I have a little actually an update on that. And forgive me if I'm oversharing, especially, if like you're a family member watching this. But I actually had some success recently. It was actually 2 nights ago. I was practicing, shall we say, with Lou. And boom! Actually got a full-on, I'm just going to say it, I had an ejaculation. It was a big release. I'll just, I won't go into any more detail, but it was really good. And this is really good news because we had a visit this week from baby Matilda, and she was adorable, man. Like, so my friends just had like a 1-month-old baby, and like you can see from the photos, I was literally crying when I was holding this baby. I just fell in love, and I was like, Lou and I really want to start a family. So I'm just not like just talking about ejaculation just for funsies. I'm talking about ejaculation because I want to put a baby in Lou, and she wants one inside her real bad. So this is really good news, man, that we're like progressing towards that stage. And I really want one. I just feel like being a father is going to be amazing, and it's going to certainly be a challenge in a wheelchair, but it's certainly not impossible. But I think it's just something I really want to do, man. I just want a little baby. Oh my God. And then like have the baby grow up into like a little person and be like, fuck, that little person's like a little me. Oh, it's going to be insanely scary and cool. I just can't wait. I think it's going to be amazing. I can't believe I'm at that stage in my life finally where I'm like really excited to have a child. So yeah, fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Another little quick catch up on the week. We went to Lac Le Mans, which is just down the road there. It's like a big, beautiful lake. And we took the kayak out for the first time this summer, and it was really cool. I've got some pretty funny footage, especially of me trying to get in the boat. Man, it was really funny. I threw my legs in, and I'm like, okay, 1, 2, and as I threw myself in, because my legs are in, I pushed against the wheelchair, and the boat just went out because Lou was holding the wrong end of the boat, and I just fell straight in the gap. It was bloody brilliant. Like, man, it was hilarious. So that was funny, but then we got Luna in the boat, like we had some funsies. We had a good old jolly old fun time in the boat, just paddling around. One thing I had noticed was that my ab strength has got loads stronger. I went in the kayak last year. This was like it's been like 18 months since my injury, so that would have been around about 6 months after my injury. And my ab strength was like so weak. I had to have the little back support like quite tight for me to be able to paddle the boat. Whereas this time I was just like holding myself up with my abs, proper like paddling. And I thought, man, I was just like, my core strength has got so much better. So that's really good. That's a good improvement. I've been working on my core strength, doing lots of sit-ups, doing lots of like just, I don't know, I guess generally as the body heals as well, you can just sort of expect to get a bit stronger, especially after like massive back surgery. You know what I mean? That's pretty savage. So yeah, that's really good news. Also, just wanted to quickly address that there was a lot of people that wanted to befriend me on Facebook. And don't be offended if I haven't accepted your friend request. 2 reasons. Usually on Facebook, I don't accept friend requests from people I haven't met in real life. Also, I very, very rarely post on Facebook. But if you guys do want to follow me on Instagram, feel free, because sometimes, every now and then, I will post something and it'll be quite cool. So someone actually recently messaged me saying that I was an inspiration king. He like followed me on Instagram and he like liked like nearly all of my videos and photos and was like, "You're an inspiration king." And I was like, hell yeah, man. King of Inspiration, loving it. But then I realized when I reread it, man, I'm like King of Inspiration. Actually, it just like that's just like the language he uses. That's the way he talks. He's like an American guy, so he's just like, "You're an inspiration, King." Yeah, King, and he calls everyone King, and I was just like, "Oh, right." So he just means I'm an inspiration king, like not like King of Inspiration, which kind of like like really pumped up my tires and then slowly deflated them. But it does bring me onto a nice little segue, which I wanted to talk about. Was that while I was quote unquote inspiring people on Instagram, but behind the scenes, I was actually struggling seriously with my mental health. And I think it's really important to realize that while I was having like suicidal thoughts and really, really struggling, my Instagram feed was showing the world a completely different picture, which is kind of important to remember if you're ever comparing yourself to people on Instagram, being like, oh man, I wish I was that guy. You never know what's actually that guy's thinking about themselves. Which actually, like I say, is a really nice segue into my suicidal diary entries video series, which I've just released and I will be releasing again. You may have already seen the first episode, but I just wanted to address that and like the reasons why I did it. The idea came to me while I was lying in bed, and I was like, cool, I'm going to write that down. That's quite a cool idea. Like, if I just reflect on those diary entries of when I was feeling really low, from such a better place, and I can reflect on them and be like, oh, yeah, I remember I was feeling that low. So if you're feeling that low, then, and sort of, I just found that I just thought a completely sort of unscripted, free flow, just chat to the camera worked really well. I managed to, so I've got like 4 YouTube videos ready to rock and roll in one sitting. I was like, that's really cool because sometimes it takes me a little while to get inspired to make these videos. So I was like, that's a really cool idea. So if you guys are enjoying them, then that's really cool. I've got some pretty good response from them so far, so that's good. And again, like my aim with those videos is to help people who might be struggling with suicidal thoughts and just be like, hey man, I've been there. Like, just wait, because you never know. Like, you might really regret, that decision, that hasty decision. So another thing we've been doing is we've been harvesting from the veg patch. So Lou and I started a veg patch at the beginning of summer. During the lockdown, we were planting. There were seedlings bloody everywhere, I'm telling you, mate. Now we've started to really reap the rewards. We were out in the veg patch the other day harvesting stuff. It was really cool.
Hello, you. You're adorable. Just taking the edges off the lettuce so it can keep growing. Have enough for our salad, and that's enough, isn't it? That's plenty, mate.
So yeah, I made like a banging quiche. We had a nice little alfresco dining over a game of Scrabble, which, by the way, I've got well good at. I got 350 points the other day. I know this is probably like the best thing you're going to hear on YouTube all week, but I got 350 points on a game of Scrabble. It was well good. Lou got a one word that was worth 96 points, man. I know, thrilling, right? She got the word quiz, and the Q was on a double letter, and the Z was on a triple word, mate. Boom. I still won that game. The student has become the master, which actually reminds me of a really funny story, I think is a funny story, about the student becoming the master. If you ever heard of yawn raping, because I didn't hear of yawn raping until Lou started doing it to me, I'll give you an example of what yawn rape is. Oh, what the fuck? Like, get someone just jabs their finger in your mouth while you're yawning. So Lou kept doing that to me, and I was like, mate, can you not do that? Because I actually find that really annoying. She's like, yawn rape, isn't that funny? And I'm like, I don't find that funny until I start doing it to her. So this is another example of the student becoming the master, because I would be like, boom, and I'd keep getting her, and she'd be like, oh, and then she'd realize how bloody annoying it was until the final yawn rape, where the game was over. We were like, okay, can we not play anymore? Because I've won. There's no way you're ever gonna ever beat that. And I'll tell you that story because I think it's kind of amusing. So we used to have this big mirror in front of our bed, and I planned this from the start. I was like, I'm gonna yawn. So I'll genuinely yawn. And I looked in the mirror, and over there, she caught my yawn, started yawning, and then from the mirror, not even looking, over the shoulder, boom, yawn rape. And she was like, did you just no look yawn rape me? And I was like, yeah, baby. And I even yawned on purpose. You catch my yawn in the mirror, no look, over the shoulder, boom. game over. Now we don't even play anymore because she's like, you win, hands down. That was the best yawn rape ever. And I was like, thank you. Thank you, yes. So I am now the king of yawn rapes and the king of inspiration. I'm going to take that king of inspiration thing anyway. But yeah, so that was me talking rubbish for like 10 minutes. So now, boom, costume change. So I had planned a different ending to that video, but I've decided to change it last minute. I have a confession to make to you guys, and it is that in my suicidal diary entries videos, if you notice that in the background I have a guitar there, well, I moved that guitar there. It was behind the door. I haven't played my guitar in months, and Lou noticed that I did that, and she was like, why have you put the guitar in the background? And I think I did it like from a place of like ego, because I think maybe if there was a guitar in the background that maybe you guys thought that I was musical. And she called me out on it. And sometimes when you have like a strong, wonderful wifey that calls you out on your bullshit, you have to kind of just stand up and admit it. And I just wanted to say that I put that guitar there on purpose to try and make out that I was something that I wasn't. So I just wanted to apologize for that, because a lot of people say that, oh yeah, you come across as really genuine and honest. And that was pretty disingenuine and dishonest of me to place that guitar there as a prop. So I just wanted to come clean and say, I'm sorry, Lou. I'm sorry for everyone else. And also I wanted to share something that I've never shared on YouTube before. Like, Lou wrote me a birthday rap, and sometimes we write each other rap songs, but I've always been way too embarrassed to share any of my songs with the public. But I made a promise to Lou, like back in the day, this was written like 5 weeks after my accident, that we would stay strong together. So I'm going to share it with you guys, as embarrassing as it is. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Okay, got the rapper hat on for special powers, and we are going to give it a bash. Okay, let's go. Sorry, I've got to read the lyrics, I haven't learned it off by heart yet, but... Dear Lou, I'm writing you a letter. It's Valentine's Day, and this year I'm getting better. I wrote you a song, I even made you a card. Love thy Wally, even when life is hard. Yeah, what would I do without you by my side? I'm grateful we're together till the end of this ride. Every day I envision myself walking again at the top of a mountain, and we're strapping in. Riding again with you because I love you. Having faith our dreams will come true. But right now you just ride for Fred. We connect when you ride, I'm inside your head. Cause I'm alive, not dead, with a nefarious scheme. And when it's time for bed, I'll be there in your dreams. You and me are a team with an unbreakable bond. And on Saturday night, my love, we'll get it on. I'm gonna be the man that you want me to be, cause I know you're in need of that vitamin D. Yeah, it's been a while since we spent the night together, but remember, my love, we've got forever. When I broke my foot, we made Stuck in the Gap. Imagine what we can achieve with a broken back. Strength, wisdom, inspiration, patience, gratitude, education, meditation is a daily habit. Every day is a gift and we're made to grab it. We're lucky enough we get to do this together. Soulmates connected, always and forever. Happy Valentine's Day. So that was my cringy rap video. I hope you guys liked it. As you can see, I made some promises in there to Lou, which I've been neglecting recently. I've been kind of getting a bit carried away with this YouTube thing. Like, I really enjoy making videos, really enjoy like helping people out, but I really feel like I need to balance more time. Like, I need to at least look at my wonderful family as much as I look at this computer screen. But at the moment, the balance has been a bit off. So maybe sometimes you just need to like recognize that there are more important things than like YouTube videos and like stuff like that. And yeah, I just want to say, Lou, I'm going to promise to spend more time with you, and I love you very much. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers.